Yeah, I know, it's another talking head video. Kinda thought I was done with these, but you're gonna get just an extra one. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. But seriously, don't go anywhere. I've got 3 points to talk about during this video. So if you just hang on, I'll try and make this as condensed as possible, but I'm not holding my breath. This could be quite a long one, but don't click away. I need to give you a word at the end, so don't scroll right at the end just to get the word, just to say you've got it. I need you to watch this because I need your feedback on some things, okay? Right. First things first, post-COVID. It's having me life. And what I mean by that is, I haven't ran, still. I've got the action camera, I've got this, I've got bits and bobs coming. There's even, I might be getting a drone soon. So there's a lot of tech being thrown around to make this channel a bit better, but also for me video production stuff. But mainly COVID's kicking me arse because I haven't been out yet, because I can't physically do any kind of exercise without passing out almost. It's a bit over dramatic, yes, but what I mean by that is I can't even go to the shops without blowing a gasket. For example, I went to Aldi to go and get some tomato ketchup, very specific, I know. I also walked out with a bottle of wine. I don't know how that got there. It just did. And I don't regret it. It was nice, by the way. It was nice. It was Merlot, if you're interested. Anyway, so going to the shops and back, I was dying out my backside. Then I went to, at the start of the week even, I went to film for Newcastle Falcons. Walking from Gateshead Stadium to the quayside, on the Newcastle side, more specifically, I was dying. And then on the way back, pouring a sweat in the middle of autumn, when it's actually quite cold, had to take my jacket off. It's ridiculous. Couldn't breathe almost. So the thought of going back to res and running scares me a little bit, because if I can't walk to point A and point B without blowing or having to stop to catch some air, how on earth am I going to go back to running and not pass out and need fresh oxygen? Because that's what's getting us a little bit worked up at the minute, is just doing any kind of exercise right now. From last week, I'm much better than what I was. Wow. Last week when I made a video, I was about 75–80% fit, and I had no intention of going out. Now I'm about 98–99% there. But I'm not blowing my nose every 5 seconds. I'm not coughing a lung up every 2 minutes. It's great. Like, it's fantastic. I know that I'm recovering and all recovered, but just doing anything physical, I can't without blowing or like, wait, that sounds really wrong. Doing anything physical without trying to gasp for air or try and catch me breath, it's just tough at the minute. So I'm a little bit scared about, not scared, I'm a little bit nervous about going to Run Eat Sleep in case I can't even do half a mile without having to stop. No shame in it, but for someone who's not really familiar with stopping a lot, that makes me a bit nervous. Next week is the goal to start running again, because I've got the action camera here. I need to pull my finger out and start making content rather than making talking head videos, because even I'm getting sick of making these, I know. But if you do like them, just let us know by popping in the comment section. We'll come back to this in a second, that topic, but right, anyway. Second part of the video is gonna be what's going on with running, personally. So I've got 3 to 4 things I want to kind of focus on this year, because with it being the end of the year, and I can't believe I'm saying this, it's coming towards the end of the year, and this is where I kind of like to reflect and start thinking about achievable things, achievable targets, races, what I want to do in terms of running, in terms of times. For me next year, I don't think it's not going to be much, there's not going to be much involvement in terms of times, because of literally starting again. But first things first, number 1 is to run a 5k consistently, so part run, and comfortably run under 30 minutes. Now you're probably thinking, why 30 minutes? I used to be able to run part run in 22–23 minutes consistently, and if I didn't try, it's not, I don't want to come across as a knob or arrogant or anything like that. I could go out and run a part run comfortably in 25 minutes. And I can't do that because running 25 minutes now would be me going eyeballs out and just passing out at the finish line. I just want to get round park run comfortably when I can. Depends on when both are playing at home or away. I just want to run comfortably for under 30 minutes consistently and feel comfortable and not feel like I'm working too hard. I just want to be able to run round in one piece, get round, get safe, and then knock on the door of 25 minutes and maybe 20 minutes if I can push it hard enough. That'll happen over time, but I just want to run consistently and comfortably for 30 minutes for a park run or for a 5k. That's the first thing, because at the minute I'm not really doing it at the minute. Secondly is to pick races out. So not many races are announced just yet or that I'm aware of, but Great North Run, that's already locked in because I've got the membership. But Blade and Race, I think because me being a member of Run Eat Sleep, I can get like almost like a first dibs pick thing because you're a member of a running club. So if I can get to that, that's great. That's the one running race I'd love to do, because it's just, I'm a big fan. There's videos, if you have a look, there's videos of me talking about it and being wax lyrical over it. It's just one of those races that I just love to do. But I don't know in terms of other races. I know that there's the 10-mile race that tends to happen. I think it's a couple of weeks before the Great North Run, so that could be a great indicator to see where training is going ahead of that. But also there's a couple of 10Ks that I would like to do as well. I haven't identified them just yet, but if I see a 10K or a 10-mile or 8-mile distance, I'll give it a go. I like to bank 3 races in before Great North Run, basically. So on top of Park Run when I can, if I can pick and nail 3 races and then Great North Run, that's my year pretty much panned out. And if there's a trail race at night time, I think there's the night trail series with Run Eat Sleep, I'll be doing that as well, because I love trail running, and nighttime trail running, it's fun. If you haven't tried it, it is fun. Number 3 is to just try not to get injured. Keep up with the app that I use. I think it's called Recovery. It's part of Strava, to keep like things like mobility, strength work, core, and then maybe join a gym later on at some point if I can work it in there in terms of finance, because I know what gyms are like at the minute. It's quite expensive. But that's the plan. That's number 3. Just not be injured, because I'm at that age where even things like picking up a pen off the floor, you could be out with a back injury for like 6 weeks, or you could pull your hamstring by turning a corner. I mean, I injured my calf. I can't remember how I injured my calf, but it kept us out for 2 months. It's ridiculous. I've never even damaged my calf in my entire life. Yeah, here I am, almost 34, and my calf decides to just pack in. So that'll be in terms of the strength side, but hopefully with the strength stuff, it'll make me a little bit quicker as well. That's the plan. And number 4, kind of just keep making this kind of running content, but that's going to be the next point. So yeah, following on from like the 4th-ish point, what I mean was, you know, just try and film running whenever I can. So with the action camera, with this, making talking head videos, I mentioned I'm getting a drone, so I'm going to give it, well, I might be getting a drone, but I'm going to give it a go by following me running and stuff, just to get a different perspective. Just experiment. That could be a good one, yeah, experimenting with running videos, because there's a lot of good creators out there that I can pull from, but also add my spin onto it, being a video producer or videographer, whichever you want to call it. I don't like any of those terms, but a guy who makes videos. But mainly for this channel, what I want to do really is there's a couple of targets I want to aim for short term, and also think about maybe long term, but I don't want to nail the long terms just yet, because something could happen where I stop making videos again. And also, just a quick note, if you're still here, can you put a thumbs up in that like button? Because I know this is a long video, and believe me, these are the last kind of videos I want to try and make. But when I get my confidence back to go out and run again, I want to keep the consistency up. That's another thing for the channel, but we'll go back, we'll start, yeah, okay. So the short-term goals, I hate the word goals, the short-term targets is consistency, like I just said. I want to keep making videos consistently for the channel, for you to watch, to enjoy, and target not just a specific kind of runner, but just everyone who likes to enjoy watching running content. Now, There's great channels out there, and I'm discovering more channels. I mean, like when I first started this channel, like nearly 10 years ago, there was very little female creators. Now there's loads, and it's fantastic to see. So I want to tune into more female creators, as well as the creators that I've followed from day one, but also new creators at the same time. I want to keep in contact with that net almost. I mean, like people like 40, Wild Ginger Runner, and Andy from the Forest of Dean Runner. They're on like 5 figures for their channel. Like when I first started following them, they were only like in the hundreds or just into the thousands. So to see them grow is fantastic. I'm not eyeing those kind of targets just yet, but I would like to get to say 500 subscribers first. Keep making consistent content, try make it different. I haven't decided if it's going to be like kit or race reviews or daily vlogs, because I haven't really worked that target out yet. But I think until I might just start this like again from scratch and just find a niche where I know I can be quite strong at, whereas, you know, either it's short form content like TikTok, or, you know, weekly updates like this. I don't know, but I know I've already asked this, and you've came back saying do kit stuff, do running stuff. I am planning on doing this, so bear with me. For the channel, that's the thing. Short term at the minute is just to keep consistent. Try and get to 500 subscribers. That'll be fantastic. I'll be buzzing if I get to that by the end of the year. I'm not holding my breath because the growth rate at the minute is slow, but also get to 500 subscribers. Try and collaborate with some content creators. I don't know if there's many in the Northeast. That's the only downside. I've got some ideas with past people I've created with, and I can't think of a fourth one for the channel, but just as long as it's entertaining and you don't get bored. Like when you watch videos like this for going on so long. I'm so sorry. But that's it. That's all you're getting for this week. I did say I was going to make a video for goals and stuff and targets. This is the one. It's also to keep myself accountable. So let us know what you think. Anything you've got to add to this, put it in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell, because that's a new one for me. You'll get notified whenever I post a video. Check out the socials. I'll put them in the description below. And have a great weekend. Enjoy your running. And I will see you next week. So you may have noticed I did forget to add the word to the end of the video. I'll make it quick. If you add long video, then I know that you've watched the entire thing. I'm really sorry it's long again, but thank you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz, and I will see you next week.